Y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of Joel Davis Media Network. Decided to do one mobile because I'm kind of cooking today for the fam. I ain't done that in a while on my day off, and I was gonna do a show tonight, but I was like, nah. I think I'll do a quick video because I still got to do my editing for my podcast. The two episodes I got to upload. I said, why won't I do a a quick video about some things that's going on. So kind of sorry I'm looking rough. Like I said, it's my day off and everything else. But I want to talk about a controversial situation that's going around on YouTube. I don't know if a lot of people have heard about it. What's up, Boom Boom Bauer? Uh, I know if you follow ABL, you probably heard about it recently. What he uploaded about a YouTuber named at Just Pearly Things. Give me 1 second while I take my food out right quick. I'm still gonna be talking. So, Just Pearly Things is an American YouTuber, white, not American YouTuber. She's a white YouTuber. I think over the UK. I don't know if she's American or UK. I don't know. I may be wrong, but she talks a lot of talking points about the idea of being a traditional woman in America. That means standing up for uh, the idea of the typical traditional family and basically talking about what men look for in women to get that started. A platform that, a niche that she's doing that a lot of women don't do, you know? And she caters her uh yeah, she caters to a specific demographic, which is a black Americans, uh that traditional black Americans who are trying to find that type of woman and is willing to go out of their traditional cultural aspects. That means, AKA passport bros, if they have to, go and find them a woman of a different nationality. Now, recently, Pearly Things decided to do something that a lot of YouTubers in her niche warned her not to do. A lot of the black and Hispanic and Jewish YouTubers, and that was to bring controversial Mexican, I'd say Mexican, because dude's Spanish, uh, white supremacists acting as Nick Fuentes, I meant, onto her platform. And let's just say it didn't go very well with the folks. Okay? Black folks mad as shit. When I say they mad, they're big, big mad. They want to kick her ass. Okay? A lot of YouTubers are saying she was wrong for bringing him on there. This platform is mostly made for your black audience. This is what you built upon. You're trading. It's crazy. All right, so here we go. Hold on for 1 second, guys. Wife calling. But anyway, first things first, guys. With me coming back and all, let's talk about the platforms and how YouTube works. I think a lot of people forget about this. YouTube, the social media game, is all about trying to get yourself out there, right? See if I can put myself where y'all can see me a little bit. I can while I'm talking. All right, it's about trying to put yourself out there. All right, and when you're trying to put yourself out there are some things. Let me adjust this right so y'all can still see me. There is some risk that you have to take that I wouldn't recommend taking, but a lot of YouTubers going to do. Okay? First things first, no one has ever in the history of any type of, I want to say, conservative setting ever interviewed Nick Fuentes. Not because they were scared, it's because they didn't want the backlash of being considered to be saying that they are a traitor or they're racist themselves. Because Nick Fuentes has a lot of talking points that a lot of people don't want to talk about when it comes to race. Now, do I agree with his talking points? Hell to the no. I don't agree with all his talking points. But I do agree with the fact that if you want to get answers from people like this, yes, you have to be controversial just as they are and get them on there and hit them with them hard ass questions. Now, Pearly Thing didn't do that. She basically treated old boy like they were at a campfire. Okay? And that's where she messed up at. You know, she had a conversation with him like he was one of the homies. And when you got someone controversial like that, you got to approach it with real deal questions. Like, Nick, what made you be this way? Hey, Nick, why in the, why do you always, you're Mexican descent. Tell me why you have this thing against Jewish folks. So how do you got this thing against black folks? You got to make him break it down to you. Why are you like this? What happened in your life that made you become this way? And you may be surprised because now you might find out that it may be an act. It may be some bullshit this dude is doing. But Pearl didn't do that. Okay? In fact, she took the high road the whole time, being buddy-buddy, and it fucked her game up because now she got everybody calling her clout chaser. Oh my God, you never cared about black folks. This is why I don't do controversial people on my platform either. Because in this game of YouTube and social media, if you don't ask people the hard questions, if you do not get on people's ass, probably did, Bang Boomer. Oh, he says he's asexual, bro. He says he never been with a woman. He says he's only kissed a girl. He doesn't. He feel like to be a true hetero male, you gotta be celibate. Crazy shit I ever heard. But like I said, this is Nick Fuentes. Dude does anything for shock value, and that's where she messed up at. Now, do I think that Pearly Things is racist and she's a clout chaser and all that shit for the black community with black folks? No, I don't. Because if she was, first and foremost, she wouldn't delete the video, because she has now deleted the video because she has got so much backlash, which she knew that was going to happen. And two, she's on an apology tour. So you tell me if she's really racist or not. Thank you, brother. Because real talk, if she stood by what she believed in and she knew that this was a good look, she wouldn't have never deleted it. She would have stood by it 10 toes down. Now, this is where I got a problem with everybody talking about her in this clout chasing thing. And I'm not being a rescue. I'm looking at it on all angles. First and foremost, this is a woman who is not a part of the black stand or black culture. Let's get this clear. She's never been black a day in her life. So you cannot expect this woman to understand everything about your culture. That's like me saying because I'm married to a white American woman that I understand everything about white people culture or a certain type of white culture. I don't, because I've never experienced it. I've never been in it. I never, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going by what I've observed. I've never actually lived it. I've never been passed down to generation to generation. So let's get that straight, because we have a problem with that around here. We really do. We as black Americans have a problem with that. We think because someone does something of another culture or another race catered towards us, that all of a sudden they get us and they are responsible for our culture. Bullshit, they're not. It's not their job. It's your job to be true to your culture, to be true to yourself. You feel me? So let's stop that right there. That's number one. Number two, she had a right to bring the man on her show because it's her show. She built that platform. It's her sweat and tears. You the one that choose to rock with her the whole time. Now you found out that she has controversial people on her show. It's up to you to say yay or nay now. It's up to you to cancel or whatever you want to do. To me, I think it's stupid because she's going to go back to catering to you. Because that's what you want, right? See, people got to understand something about the YouTube and social media game. None of us is not perfect, okay? I'm going to say it again. None of us are not perfect. And I'm sick of people acting like that in social media world that people are supposed to be perfect. They're not. These people are not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're not gods. We're human beings. And we're going to make mistakes. Okay? It's trial and error in this game. I mean, now, if she did got, you know what I'm saying, asked for advice about this, and she decided to do her own thing, that's on her. Okay? Now, that was dumb. That was stupidity on her part. Because usually when I ask people for advice in YouTube, especially on something, a niche that they've been doing longer than me, and they tell me it's not a good idea, I'm not going to do it. That's just me. I've been like that all my life. But unfortunately, in her case, she probably thought, I'm just going to go against the grain. And some people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people like, I'm going against the grain. I'm not going to listen to what you say. All right. Thank you for what you said. It sounded good, but I'm going to go against the grain. And some people like that. You know? It's just like a kid. You know how your kid comes to you? Thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. Thank you, Deshaun. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Deshaun. The man is around one person. I mean, it's like your kid. If your kid asks you for advice, right? Because I have grown kids. All my kids damn near grown. And they ask me advice about life, right? And I give them the advice. I tell them what I think. They listen to dad and they be like, okay. But then they turn around and they do opposite of what I say. I can't get mad at them for that. You know why? Because I could be disappointed, but I can't be mad. You know why? Because it's their life. They know the consequences they're getting into. Or if they don't, they're about to figure it out. They're going to figure it out. Same thing with her. She has to figure out what's good for her platform and what's going to be good for her base. She felt like this was going to be a, she's at 1 million subscribers. She thought that this would probably give her over the top and maybe get her one of her best gigs yet. And she found out that it was a flop. Now, MTR, I like his stuff. MTR reviews, I like his stuff. I think he's a good guy. But I think he was wrong to blast her like that. To call her out. He could have made a phone call and talked to her. Now all of a sudden he don't want to deal with it. Here and my brand, bruh. She got you. She helped put you on as well, even more.
Get off my horse.
And you turn around, and now you're gonna go up here and distance yourself because you trying to cater to your audience. You know, certain things don't have to be said on YouTube. You can say certain things behind closed doors, bro. You cool with this girl. You could have called this girl up. Well, Sonya, I think Pearl had him on because she was tired of conservative men that have platforms like myself or whatever didn't want him on because we felt like it'd be a bad look for our brand. But she wanted to step, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to push through limits. And that's on her. The only thing I had, I looked at it. The only bad thing I got about the interview was she did not ask him the right questions. I felt like she turned it into more of a, okay, Nick Fuentes is on. We're going to hang out for a while and have a good conversation. Yay. Instead of asking him, yo, what makes you tick like this? Get in his head. Ask him those questions. Let him know this ain't no hangout, bro. This is an interview. I want to know what the fuck is up with you. Why you act so crazy? You know? And I think she would have done that. It would have been as bad. But she didn't do that. Yeah, he's a weirdo. He really is a weirdo, dude. But I would have asked him the right questions. That's what I would have done. But that's just me.
That's still a piece of that?
Yeah, you got it. So I would have asked him more questions based on his belief system, not just acting like we're fucking having a party. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, I'm Pearly Things and I'm having a party with Nick Fuentes. Yay! That's stupid.
That's good.
Thank you, son. I mean, you asking for trouble. You asking for problems. Because she had everybody under the assumption that when she had him on her show, she was going to get in that ass and ask questions. And now, I have to disagree with...
Hey, can Viv grab some of that out of there without breaking?
Yes, sir. I'll put some to the side. You're welcome. Yeah. Now, I got something to say about ABL's take on it. You know, I think that they being too hard on the girl. I'm not capping for her. I just think that she made a mistake. She went against the grain, even though y'all told her not to. And where it should be a teaching moment just for her and move on. She's not a bad person. She made a mistake. Now, I know everybody hate Nick Fuentes, but Nick Fuentes is not the issue here. The issue was that girl didn't do a good damn interview. That's what I feel like the issue is really. Because if she would have got a Nick Fuentes ass, this would not have happened. Y'all saw what I did when I had that conservative, that liberal on my show. When I had him on my show, I asked him the hard questions. It wasn't no let's hang out and let's be buddy. That ain't it. We get to that point after we done start getting some of this controversy out the way. And so that's why everybody upset. But again, when you hear pro-black YouTubers talk about she, built her brand off black folks, here we go again with that monolithic shit. We always want to blame the white man in these Blackistan cultures or these black issues when they build their brand or they talk about it better than we do and they build off of it, and then all of a sudden this happens we all of a sudden want to act like they failed us. No, they didn't fail us. We failed us. Because we still looking for a Martin Luther King Jr. We still looking for a Malcolm X. We still trying to perpetrate Marvin Garvey and all this shit. Man, we don't have that no more. Okay? Those was the day, that was those people times. It's time for us to be self-efficient as black Americans. Quit being monolithic. That's all people know us for. Now, what's going on with Pearly Things, I think, with her platform now, with this happening, yeah, you'll get a lot of people, that's probably going to boycott her, not go on the show. I heard ABL, my dog, told me, saying on his platform that he thinks she's done. I don't think she's done, man. I really don't. I think that she'll be all right. I think that she'll still get support. She'll still use this as a teaching moment, and she'll still go back to black issues. And I think this will be water under the bridge. Now, do I think that there's some that ain't gonna deal with it no more? Yeah. But she apologized, so she'll be all right. That's one thing. She did apologize for it. Me personally, she should have cut the video. She should have cut that shit short whenever she knew she wasn't gonna talk to him about the real issues. That's what she should have done. She should have just said, you know what? This is not a good idea. This interview going left. I'm not talking about the real issue that I should be talking about. And, they talking about the Holocaust and this, that, and the third. Yeah. Too much, bro. Too much. Too much energy that was spent on that one. Let me see what Charles said. Yep, you're right. You're right, Charles. They had no better than the left. You got a good point. We do that. We have a bad habit of doing that. We'll say, why won't the left have a conservative on their platform and talk it out? But then we have a problem when we get a liberal. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know why we act like that. I mean, personally, I feel like this. If we can't talk about our differences, then what good is us being different? Oh, my shit fell. If we can't talk about our differences, then how are we gonna find out we got common ground? Hold on. We'll never find common ground. Never. We will never find common ground. And that's the truth. I know a lot of people don't agree with a lot of stuff that I talk about. And that's fine. But you know what? I also know my audience. Now, I know somebody gonna ask me, well, Joel, you got a white audience. You mean to tell me you ain't gonna, I know you ain't gonna bring no black supremacists on your show. Well, it's causing what the situation is. If I'm gonna grill them, and they are cool with being grilled, like I'm gonna grill them in front of my audience, because I'm gonna let them know, listen now, we're gonna have a conversation, but I'm gonna ask you tough questions. If they can't handle the tough questions, they don't need to be on my show. I done got 2 liberals on my show that survive my tough questions, because I'm gonna ask the tough questions, because that's what you're supposed to do. But You can't have people on your show that's controversial. Then you turn around and instead of asking them those questions of making them controversial, you making it where y'all having a day at the park. That ain't gonna work, man. You gonna get a lot of people in their feelings. But then again, I have to agree on the other side of this. What everybody say, I have to look at that spectrum too. It is her show. I just don't know now how she's going to rebound. That's my thing. I mean, yeah, yeah. I'm with Black. I'm with my boy too, Greg. Greg right too. I mean, she could have. To me, I'm like Greg. She should have. I think she just should have asked them harder questions. But she should have known when she was agreeing with some stuff about one trying to be. How can I put this? One trying to say they more victim than the other. She should have said that shit for Rumble. Rumble wouldn't have took that down. But then again, it probably would have hurt her because when you with YouTube, even if you got something that ain't on their platform, if it comes back to be a lot of controversy, they quick to cut that down too. So I don't know, man. I to me personally, I just think that Pearl,
Who went to go get bugs?
Vincent's son.
Yeah, this motherfucker is
Hey, I'm on. Hey, watch your mouth, boy. But anyway, that's my personal opinion, guys. I mean, I don't want to act like I'm better than anybody or anything like that. But I just think that she should have asked them the tough questions. But I don't think this is so bad the way she needs to be canceled. That's my personal opinion, because we done seen people do a lot worse. But anyway, guys, please like, share, subscribe. Love y'all. I'm out.